This is the advice I wish I knew before buying my first paddle. I've played lots of pickleball, watched tons of reviews, and went through a bunch of paddles, so you can trust my advice. Let's get into it. My main overall advice for today would be to not waste your time or money on beginner paddles. My mom originally bought a 4-pack of pickleball paddles off of Amazon, and I have it right over here. So this thing is like 11 millimeters thick or whatnot, and it's like no grit on it at all. It's just like smooth. And I used this bad boy for the first 3 months of playing pickleball. So pickleball was just getting popular in my area, so a lot of people had paddles like these. Due to the competition in the area and me still winning with this paddle, I was like, I'm never gonna spend money on a pickleball paddle. I'm gonna win with this cheap thing right here. But as time went on and the more into pickleball I got, I realized the deficiencies of this paddle. Obviously, I was like a 3-0 at the time and there was some skill issue, but I vividly remember playing some like tennis players who are like spinning the ball heavily and me just like trying to return it and it just like sliding off my paddle. That plus like dead spots on the paddle or other stuff like that just made the game unnecessarily hard for me, and eventually after like 3 months it convinced me to get a new paddle. Once I switched paddles, I instantly knew how different it was and never looked back. I'm really into pickleball right now, so in hindsight I would tell my past self to get a better paddle way sooner, maybe after like a week or two. Yes, you can improve with a bad paddle, but I feel like you would improve faster with a good paddle anyways. So if you do want to take my advice, here are some tips to look out for. Tip number 1, carbon fiber is the baseline. A carbon fiber face is the standard for most paddles nowadays, and it's gonna look a lot like something like this. Colorful ones with graphics are the ones you want to avoid. There are some exceptions, but to be safe, I would just stay away from all of them. Kevlar paddles are also a good choice, but they're typically slightly pricier for similar performance. Tip 2, you can definitely get a solid paddle for under $100. Paddles in this price range will typically be control paddles, especially in today's meta. The more popular foam core paddles will cost you $200 plus for the most part. If you really think you will stick with pickleball and or have the money, you could skip right into it. For example, my main right here. That being said, I think control paddles are perfectly fine and it'll help you learn the game the right way and not rely on power. Tip 3, some brands may offer ambassador programs with little to no requirements, and you can join these and get discounts on your first paddle. Last but not least, just demo paddles if you can. A lot of people have multiple paddles, so just ask around and see what you like and dislike. And honestly, a lot of people have paddles sitting around and they don't really go back to them. So you could probably get them to sell it to you for cheap. And if you can't find anyone like this, you can ask your local store like Premier Racket Sports in Atlanta, and they'll have demo programs that you can demo multiple paddles. Technically, you could compare a more expensive paddle with like a budget paddle and see if it's worth the difference in price. All in all, there are so many good paddles out there, and especially in the lower price range, they're all going to be relatively the same. The main point I'm trying to make is just skip the beginner paddles. It'll make pickleball so much easier and more fun. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I have 715 followers right now, and I'm very close to my 1K goal to get me officially monetized and potentially quit my job. Comment below what your first real paddle was. I'm very interested. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.